Hello everybody, it's Riwar9, and welcome to some more Steam Stream. Riwar9 presents Steam Stream. Just still setting some things up. Got a slightly delayed here. We're almost getting into it though. Today we're playing some more Blueprints. A classic thing that we've been doing for the past 2 months now. Realized I didn't grab my notes. Oh boy. I'll just grab my notes quickly from the far edges of space. What is it? There we go. Boom. Notes have been grabbed. Notes have been grabbed. We are so almost ready. You wouldn't believe it. So amazing. So professional. Should have waited like another 2 minutes, but we're here. We're here, and we're super ready. We gotta move things around here. I have 2 mice because 1 mouse is broken. Got my notes for some blueprints. Amazing. Now we are fully ready. Chaos has ceased, and we can transition into the game, or the title screen, that is. So, continuing forth on to day 20, we can do some recapping. Last time, we learned that the reserve was an actual scam, and there's just a bunch of trunks down there. Probably with some allowance coins, but we didn't find the right one. So we have since opened the fountain once again, and we're going to try getting the key today and go down to the fountain. Realized I didn't open my picture of the basement, but I think we'll be fine without it. I was thinking about it. We haven't seen the rumpus room, which is probably the scariest room in my mind, in a while, so maybe we'll see that. We cracked the case of the room numbers or words, or what? Crud is with the fountain. Oh, whoa. The fountain did not look cleared. Luckily for us, we go back anyways and grab the thing. Oh my goodness. I don't have a lot of turning power, I guess. We gotta make sure the fountain is clean. Yeah, it's clear. Okay, perfect. Just some visual glitches. Don't you love that? Love to see it. I need to turn my cursor speed up more. I'm using an older mouse, and it works better than the other mouse, so... Shrine is normally good. Well, shrine. So yeah, we don't have any offerings or anything like that. To be honest, I've only ever seen one blessing. You want to do 10? Let's do 11 coins. And actually, you know what? Lucky number 13. That should bring us good luck and fortune. The monk. If you call it a day in a room in your house, you'll have the opportunity to draft that room from the grounds the following day. Ah, the blessing of the monk. That's interesting. So we have to call it a day. Huh. That'd be nice if, like, you get the greenhouse or something of a similar value. The rooms with the levers. What does that say? Oh, it does not reset. Okay. Well, this is a classic thing. Go straight for a workshop, and there we go. Broken lever. Happiness is brought upon us. Oh yeah, we found underneath the tree. What was underneath the tree? I think it was just something. What was it called? Felt like I should have seen something. Under the tree. I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, it's probably with the wherever my notes are on the piano stuff, or piano. Wait, no, of course it's the last one I check. The conservatory floor plan. So we've got a new floor plan to try going to. Goodness, can I change my controls? Because we're struggling with this mouse. Resume. Okay, that should be good. Let's see. Kitchen instantly. Bedroom. Oof. Not a lot of good choices, to be honest. Let's just go storeroom to get some money. I was considering the quest room, but decided against it. Okay, well that was that way. We have a broken lever, so actually going for a greenhouse wouldn't be a bad shout. We're gonna go hallway. We should be knowing what we're doing. You know, we slowly learn and learn more. Learn more as we go. I think there's supposed to be more letters dropped off in the mail room. Huh. Package will be dropped off the next day. Let's do that. Why not? I'm not a big fan of the mailroom, but I think there's supposed to be more letters. Ah, here we go. Simon, my name is Randolph Moore. I am the lead tab technician at Cinca. Or Cinca? I forgot how I pronounced it in the past. But Cinca and I have worked here at Mount Holly for over a decade. I was thrilled to discover you have found our humble lab and have begun to run some experiments of your own. I tend to keep an eye on the small spikes in radiation levels on the estate, as it's one of the only things I can monitor. It's one of the only ways I can monitor your progress from the outside. All off-site connections to the terminal network have been disabled during your stay. There has been much speculation among the staff about the progress you've been making in the house, and they were all quite excited when I reported that you had been successfully running experiments. I want to write to you to let you know that even though you may not see us, we are rooting for you. Best of luck on the experiments, and if you like, I'll continue sending letters with some helpful tips for you. Signed, Randolph. Oh my gosh, they just give the password. Hey Simon, it's Randolph. In my last letter I mentioned the terminal network, but it completely slipped my mind to give you the network passwords so that you can log in. Even with all off-site connections disabled, you should still be able to use the local network to access different house-based functions from any terminal, regardless of where it is located on the estate, which you will likely find very useful. The network password is Swanson. Happy hunting, Randolph. Okay, well, a little disappointing, but I'm assuming the more and more you do of that, the better the letters get. Like, they might give us, like, the what is this? They might give us, like, pictures of craziness or something. Like, there was some extra archive information that was deleted, which would be nice. Okay. So, I don't think there's anything else more in them. So continue forth we shall. Missionary. Or chapel. I like the chapel. For some reason, I always pick the chapel. I like the direction of it. The 1 coin I can live with. It points upwards. Security room isn't a bad shout. Then we can do the lab as well. Sure, let's spend a gem to do this. Okay. Keycard system, we'll just turn it to offline. Confirm settings, back. Exit, didn't want to exit. You fooled me. Once, shame on me. I want to log into the network to connect back to... Oops. Connect back to the other place. The remote terminal. The laboratory. It's always fun to see different directions on where people go. That's what I'm most excited. Once I finally finish a run, I'll probably gonna binge watch some people's playthroughs of it, as it'd be interesting to see the different directions they went. Let's see. Oh, we got some more letter stuff, which I think would be a good idea. Ooh. Unlock a security door. Or find trash while digging. Since I don't have... I'm gonna be looking for the greenhouse. I don't have a shovel, but I can buy a shovel. So I'll probably find a shovel quicker than I find the others. Yeah. Okay. So with that, we don't have many directions, which is mildly concerning. Only mildly, though. These are all pretty bad. Pretty bad. I'm gonna just take the bedroom so I can walk in safely. There might be, no items. High chance for a trunk in here. And there's the lever for the foundation. Man, still trying to get used to this mouse. I just need to buy a new mouse. That's what I need to do. Well, it's not looking... Holy smokes. It's not looking the best at all, because now we're... Outside is a terrible direction. I knew I should have just went back to the entrance hall instead of this way. But, you know, we've made a mistake, and we're gonna have to live with the mistake of that for drafting the room. Okay, points down, and we're locked. Wow, what a disastrous run. What an absolute disastrous run. Okay. And that's what we call the end of a run. Right there. Well, which room do I want to come back? Right? That's the question. Workshop. I've been pretty lucky with the workshop, so that doesn't really matter. Mailroom, maybe? Mailroom's not horrible if we get some free items. I did terrible drafting on this. It had so much potential. I was gonna try finding more letters. I say we just call it a day in the mailroom and hope for the best the next day. Because we get the blessing of the monk, which means I think you can overrun the freezer with it. Interesting enough. Yeah, absolutely blasted myself out there. Yeah, call it a day. What a great day, guys. What one of my fastest days. 16 minutes. Less than that. Snug little cottage. We blocked ourselves in. We only got 3 ranks forward. Found 3 items though, so that's, I guess, cool. Okay, continue. That's what happens. Sometimes you just get bad layouts. Unlucky. I knew I should have went the other direction instead of the chapel. I realized that the moment I clicked it. But I'm like, I won't take the extra steps. It'll probably link forward. It'll be fine. It was not fine. In fact, it was the opposite of fine. But we actually get some items to start with. I get 2 gems and an amateur lockpick kit. That's pretty nice. Lockpicking. Okay. I think it's just worth trying to get more items. Lockpicks are good. That's kind of why I come out here. It cost me 4 steps to go out to this place. And maybe this isn't the strat. Maybe I should give up all hope on this place. But I have not yet. Whoa! Huh. Red rooms or the mail room outside. Funny enough, that doesn't sound crazy. I really like that idea. So you know what? Let's just do the mail room. Mail room outside. Order has been placed. Wondering if I missed any letters. No. Probably can get like 5 letters. 5 or 6. Like looking at the length here, like to this pencil. Probably fit another 2, maybe 2. Okay, maybe another 5. But you never know, I guess. Okay. Well, we'll see how the lockpick set works for me. That is free keys, basically. But it's, I don't know the odds. Maybe it's a third of the time it seems to work. And maybe it's a quarter of the time. Well, I went I went left yesterday, and left normally, oh my gosh. left normally lets me do great stuff, and this is, man, okay. We're gonna be bold, and we're gonna try getting more items. Sleeping mask and a shuffle. Doesn't sound horrible, but we just keep running into dead ends left and right here. Okay, let's just go straight ahead. Passageway instantly. Let's go to the pantry. Take me money. We'll leave the apple for now. We know it's there. The den blocks us. Spare room allows us to keep going forward. So let's do that. And hopefully we get the den here. That'd be nice, wouldn't that? Okay. That doesn't sound horrible. Get some keys. Ooh, what's that? Magnifying glass? Okay, okay. And we'll get the bottom corner here. Music room. Huh. That kind of sounds interesting too. Silver key. No, prism key. Which I always forget what it does. Over here. Denoted in the verse. Treble clef denoted in the verse. They all look normal. Like the key is denoted in the verse? Is that what it's trying to tell me? Don't know what that means, but it's just interesting that it's there. Drumsticks. Actually, that's right. I was thinking drumsticks like the chicken. Can you play on the piano? That'd be fun. Apparently not, though. Saddening times. Okay. Okay. Well, we've got One Direction and a hope and a dream to live upon. Do I see myself coming back here? Probably not, but we'll leave the apple for now. I think the hallway is going to be the best bet here. Now we have 2 options to go. Conservatory. Ooh, just the rarity of the floor plans in your house. Interesting. I definitely want this, so we're gonna choose it. It's a green room, so what is this? In the conservatory, you will be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Rarity changes can be reset using the directory in this room. The rarity changes can be reset using the directory in this room. Floor plan. Today you may adjust the rarities of the above. Cloister is nice, but costs a lot. Let's do this one. I like the idea of this room, so I'm gonna make it commonplace. Make that one commonplace. Can I? Oh, I can change it for all of these. Huh. Like, is the cloistier? Do I want to see the cloistier? That's always the question. I don't think, like, it costs 3 gems. That's the problem I have with this room. So let's just make it more rare and be like, we don't want to really see you. Bedroom closet. I like the 2 items. It's just a dead end room. Let's make it more standard instead. Okay. They said I can. Green rooms. Oh yeah, found rooms. Conservatory. Well, which ones did I just change? Change the cloistier. Would you like to reset it to unusual? Ah. You're gonna ask me every time? Okay, cool. Well, that's nice. Neato. They got a basin here. Chest piece. Ooh, there we go. Drafting locations. West wing only. Ooh, east wing only. Other special rooms. Only draftable in a corner. Bookshop is only draftable. Whoa, that's some neato information. Neato burrito, as they always say. So, drafting location rules. Location rules. So the garage. The garage. West wing. Which we knew that. West wing. Oh. Yeah. So west wing. Only. What comes next after that? The west wing. Of course, west wing. Hall. And her ladyship's chamber. Which had a key on it. If we had the master key, I'd unlock it. It says unlocks most. West wing only. The master bedroom's only on the east wing. West wing. Oh, I snapped my pencil lead. A disaster. From south facing door. Which means you have to come from it. From south facing door. You have to go around to get to it? Seems a little weird. Okay, east wing. Master bedroom. Thinking about pencils and trying to remember the last time I used like a number 2 pencil, like a wooden pencil. And it's been a while. I think I switched to mechanical in college and just haven't went back. Because having a pencil, like having to find a pencil sharpener, disastrous. Don't even know what to do with that information. It's like, well, you have to carry either a pencil sharpener with you, which will get dull over time, or you have to find a pencil sharpener in the wall. And that's rare. So, yeah, it's crazy. So mechanical pencils, not needing to sharpen it, way simpler. I don't know why I didn't use them sooner. Maybe I was just stuck onto the idea of wooden pencils are where it's at, man. Because pencil shavings are the hip thing. So So that's good. Shears aren't gonna help me. Anything else? It's good to know that this room is can only be draftable in corners. We already checked over here. Look at that. I wonder if you can look in once you've drafted a few things. Like look into like this place. Okay. Patio. Huh. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I like the idea of the storeroom, so we're gonna do storeroom. I'm probably dooming myself with blocking, but if we can get more gems, it might be a little more fortuitous with the rooms here. Holy smokes. Okay. We got one dice to save them all. Here we go. Corridor always left unlocked. We need something big here. Ooh, the den. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Give me another gem. A gem of a piece. Locksmith. Chapel. It's to the foundation. I'm gonna say parlor. But I think, oh, there's a trunk there. Interesting. Chamber of Mirrors. Ooh, that's really an interesting choice to do as well. I think I will choose that. Means I have to come from it from above. I think, yeah, I have a lockpick set. Okay, apparently the lockpick set doesn't work on that. Locked doors. Okay, and the prism key, I get the same key, right? Which is interesting. So if you do the library into a shop, you're basically guaranteed the bookstore. Okay, parlor game. Here we go. The gems are in the white box. The box with a false statement contains the gems. Okay. The statement on the white box is true. So if this is true, then this is so if that's true, then this can be true, which means they're actually not in this, they're in the blue box. But if this is false, the statement on the white box is true. So if that's false and this is false, then a box with a false statement contains the gems is false, which means it's in a true statement, which means, okay, it's gotta be the blue box. Because if both are false, then it's saying, yeah. Okay, blue box it is. Easy. And just simple logic puzzles, very simple. Yeah, I say we passageway. We can enter this way just for the heck of it. Cost me an extra step. Not exactly what I was expecting. Oh boy. Okay. It's gonna cost me so many steps. Okay, I can't go that way either. We only have one direction. Not the best news to have. The parlor? Didn't we do the parlor? Oh, you can now draft a second copy. Oh. That's crazy. Okay. Nursery would give me a bad time, so not nursery. Don't even consider nursery. Like, it'll give me an item. Okay, we'll do the parlor again. Sure. This box is empty. This box is empty. This puzzle is harder than it seems. So if this is false and those two are true, then it's just in the black box. And it's a very simple puzzle. It's a very simple puzzle. See if that's, yeah. No need to overthink it. Love it. Ooh. Let's try the lockpick set. Sweet. Oh, and that's kind of the direction I eventually want to go. Eventually want to go that. Yeah. Oof. Which way do I want to go? More north and then try coming back around? Or do we risk it? Do we gamble on going? I say let's do the drawing room. I say. Let's just do the drawing room. Okay, key. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the crud? What the crud? Okay. I'm a little confused. What does... Oh, wait. This is a thing. Can't... No, it's not a thing. Thought maybe you can press stuff? Things are on the ceiling. Oh my gosh. The key down there. Are any of these are any of these like buttons I can press? I disliked that very much. A button that just pushes me upwards. Okay. Can't go through that one. We've already pressed. We pressed that button? I had to press that button, yeah. We came in here, so that door's open, and that's open, so I can actually go to that way. So I think I made the right decision. Yeah. Gosh, Chamber of Mirrors. Interesting, wacky room with what seems to be more keys than I can handle. 4 keys? A key on every... Yeah, there's a key on every one. Huh. Okay. Northbound then. We've done anything with this fire pit. I know how to... yeah, I have to go back to the thing. Let's see. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. 8 dates crack 8 safes. But we're counting small gates. I'm not exactly sure what that is trying to insinuate. Lockpick. Look at that. Which way do we want to go? Well, we can go back down that way. So let's security room it. Okay. A little unfortunate. Yeah, keycard system. Change the keycard to... Just kidding, I want offline mode. To unlocked. Confirm, go back. Turn to the menu. 2 keys, 1 trunk. I just left the trunk by itself. But we might be going back over that way. Might. We'll see. We will see. Okay. Remote access. Active terminal. Nope. Want the laboratory. The laboratory. The castle east. Where the vampires feast. Okay. Experiment. Every time I eat an apple, gain 3 gold for each one. Whew. Add a small chest to the entrance hall. Set your steps to 40. Seems like an interesting idea. When I draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then set your steps to 40. I think we did this combo last time. It's definitely a gamble, but a simple, easy gamble. Allows me to get in the weight room just fine. Yeah, start the experiment. Research logs. So you can see what I did every time. Okay. Also, you can just pause the experiment. Let's go pause the experiment, everybody. What do I have? Magnifying glass and a sleeping mask. Okay, do we want to use my prismatic key on it? What happens if it's blue? Nothing. If you unlock a door with a prism key in one of those, of the same color. Oh, never mind. You can't just choose it. So the library thing that I was talking about earlier won't work. Anyways, got plenty of keys. Wow. Wow, that would be interesting. Doing a passageway? I like the idea of doing the workshop, though, because it allows me northbound access this way. Gives me a compass. Interesting. Can we combine any of these? Apparently not. I don't have the best time with combining those items. Also, this is probably the furthest I've had the workshop go. Courtyard. Ah. It's downwards. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Metal detector. To be honest, probably would have liked the shovel. Got a few shovel spots. We go downwards. Ugh. I wanted to try getting over here, but now we have to go back down around up to the den, and then we can get over that way. Maybe it makes more sense to try coming back down through the passageway. Maybe. We'll find out. Spare room, I guess. Okay. Coin in the corner. Rotunda. The study. Ooh. Courtyard again. Really trying to block me out. Can rotate. That does seem like a good idea. Let's do it. Rotunda. A big rotate button. Let's click it. Okay. Easy. Now we can get to the foundation. The most obscure way to get to the foundation. Yeah, why not? Let's fill the rooms. Let's see. We'll lose 5 steps and gain 40. Oh, I can rotate the floor plans. This still be the best choice. Lose 5, back up to 40. Oh, I was just sitting there waiting for it to happen. I forgot. I'm supposed to take this step. Okay, what do you got for me? Probably the quest room. Gives me a bedroom. Gives me a quest. Get plus 10 steps. Plus 5 steps. Plus 15 steps. Okay, so now we definitely don't want a red room. Nothing in here. Unfortunate. Normally they have some items. Okay. Well, let's go northbound then. Items for sale, and then Rotunda? Rotunda back. Oh, shoot, this is day 21, right? 50% off on everything? Wow. That's so true. Salt shaker, I guess. Gems are $2. Man, imagine having like the things cost 1 less. You can almost just buy things for free. Yeah, may as well just buy 2 keys. Let's just almost buy the whole stock. I bought a shovel, right? That would have been embarrassing. Just bought everything, bought the shovel. I think the battery pack would make this jump start. Then we could play Digiblocks. Okay, so what's the plan here? We've Rotunda back over here. Then we can go back to the den and come out this way. I think that's the plan. Yeah, let's do that. Here's my last gold. Rotunda. And I think actually the best option is to make it spin 1 more time. Okay. Don't think. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're free to do some extra walking. I have the metal detector and shovel. That's not a bad shout to change that. Trunk. Just open the trunk. See what we got. More gems would be good. Okay, opened it with 1 key. Got a net of 1 key. Okay. Press that. Wait. Is there one we haven't pressed? Do we not press this one? Oh man. I don't think I'll need that key. But you know, if we're back over there, may as well like open it, right? Lockpick. Okay, regular key it is. Like the West Wing wall. But sometimes we don't get what we want. Vault key. Or downwards. Let's go downwards. 15. What do we have for lucky 15? The sale? Everything is 50% off today. See flyer for details. I already had the sale. Oh, the bookshop. Whoa. Wow, today's just an extra special day. More steps. The nursery. What is that? I read the drafting rules book. Do they give me better chances at items? Likely, yes. Yeah, apparently they do. Let's... guess let's go in there. Banana. Salt shaker. Okay. So... ooh, are we doomed? We might be doomed. We might be doomed. Might be, because that's a security door. Huh. Wonder if there's a chief for the glass of mirrors opening all the, or chamber of mirrors opening all of them counts as a cool thing. There are some items I can get in the chamber of mirrors right now. Really? Well, I guess I'll go back in. Thanks for the spot. There's some items in here, eh? Well, maybe go back up to get the... unless there's like... oh my gosh, there's cabinets. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Just open the cabinets. What? You found a duplicate copy of your floor plan. Would you like to permanently add an additional wine cellar to the drafting pool? Not really. It sounds pretty bad, to be honest. What if I say no? Wine cellar just gives 3 gems and is a dead end. If I say no, will it? Yeah, it'll just stay there. I'll ponder on that. Pontificate. Oh, can't go that way. Can't go that way. Can't. Oh. Apparently, only those 2 are open. Which means I probably have to go press some more buttons. Okay. Yeah, I'll consider that wine cellar. I didn't think... oh, wait. Oh, it slides the glass down, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh, now you're thinking with portals. Why the crud would I want another gymnasium? It just sounds like a bad time. I guess all of these will be duplicate copies. The gymnasium good for anything? Let's check the notes. So I thought it wasn't, like, at all. I don't think it is. We're gonna say no. I don't want a gymnasium. Okay, what's the last one? Oops. Just ran straight into the glass. Okay, so it's that corner. Okay. Is it this button that I pressed? Okay. You got an extra workshop and observatory in your first chamber of mirrors. Wow, that is crazy. I press these. Which ones are open? Okay. Gosh, how is this possible? Oh, I just pressed that. I just pressed it twice. Gosh darn it. Oh. Shoot, which... Now I've got my whole bearings off. But I think I've got all of these pressed. Except the center? I've somehow blocked this. No, wait. The center's not blocked. So I can go from here. I feel like they've added more chairs. What? I feel like I'm going insane. Okay, okay, so it's this cabinet. So does this cabinet... Yeah, okay. So which... Oh. Well, let's keep those both up. There we go. That's blocked, so I should be able to get to it now. Whoa. Okay, just money. Wow, so I got two just bad, bad ones in my mirror room. So that's interesting. So the Chamber of Mirrors can duplicate. I don't know where I want to write that down. Can add dupes to the drafting. Chamber of Mirrors has, what is it? Dupe drafting items. Dupe drafting. Blueprints. Blueprints on top. On top. Okay, so that's good. Wine cellar to me, I still think is not worth it. Having two of those. So we're not going to take them because they're both pretty bad. Oh, my mouse. Oh, I'm sliding the mouse every which way. Do I use my scroll wheel in this game? Maybe I don't. Maybe I can. Whoa, now it's all messed up. Okay, which way were we going? Courtyard? I think that's the only way we can go. Yes. Might as well just reopen that. Oh. Which one was it? This one? Yeah. May as well. May as well just have that opened once again for my sanity's sake. Okay, I always check the workshop now that I've got, I feel like, a few more items. Sleeping mask doesn't go with anything. We already know metal detector and... Ooh. Oh, burning glass. Do I need more burning glass? Whoa. Amplifier. Pick sound amplifier. That sounds pretty amazing. Let's see what else we can do first. Compass and shovel? A dowsing rod? I think we've got our choices. We're gonna assemble two new items. This is a first. A pick sound amplifier. Just sounds interesting. We'll see if it's better or worse than what we got. Okay, greater chance of picking higher sensitivity locks. Oh, interesting. Shovel and compass for the dowsing rod. Shovel. A dowsing rod. Oh my gosh. While drafting, dowsing rod points towards rooms that may contain more items today than usual. Well, that's broken my shovel. I'm assuming I can't shovel anymore. Gosh darn it, right before we get to the room where I was going to use the shovel. Let's just check. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Great. That's what we wanted to happen. What is this? A hallway? The hallway's gonna have items? That's what it's telling me? I like the hallway. Hallway's a nice place. Let's do the hallway. Oh, am I not gonna have the beeps? Oh, because my metal detector is now a big sound amplifier. Oh boy. Yeah, pick sound. Wow, instantly didn't work. Do we want another hallway? Actually, I think we would. Let's use my prism key. Because we can get ourselves... Wow. Disappointment. That's what we can get ourselves. I'm like, we can get the foyer. We can get the amazing room of the... What you call it? The Great Hall. Oh, just West Wing hallway. I didn't even look at the dowsing rod. That was on me. But West Wing made more sense to me. Ah, there you go. I finally picked something. There's gonna be an item in the observatory? Also, this is the second observatory I'd be getting. 3 gems, 2 gems. No, 2 observatories. Let's do it. They said there's gonna be an item in here. We get it. Oh, you know what? Because we'll get to look at... Oh, my. Okay, well, I think we're almost guaranteed now, right? Almost guaranteed to have good happiness. That makes sense. Why they said this room will give me the most items. Okay, so 4 pointing rooms are more likely. Which means... Oh my gosh. Kitchen, courtyard. Conference rooms, interesting. We're running out of ways to get into the antechamber. We'll trust the dowsing rod. The dowsing rod hasn't led me astray. Oh, hammer! Let's beat up this trunk. Wow. What do we get? The secret garden key? Holy smokes. Couldn't ask for a better thing to grab. I guess digging is slightly overrated. I guess, yeah, we'll just try using the spit. Oh, and it worked. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, boy. Okay. Like, and it's turning. There's an attic? The Nook is gonna have more items than the attic? I really highly doubt that. Oh, I've never seen the attic before. Plus we got the 3 gems. I say we do the attic. Let's bring happiness to us. I know it's a little dangerous, because it's a dead end, but new places over old places, what I always say. Oh my goodness, we found ourselves a battery pack. Provides juice to battery-powered contraptions, like that place. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Airplane. 5. Okay, 6. I probably have that 3 down. Security room, okay. Don't have a shovel, that's unfortunate. 5. Okay, golden dice. Counting those. That's the items. Anything else? She's wearing a moon pendant. Is she wearing a watch? What is that? Cannot tell. Oh boy. I think that was all the items. Stare into the sun. For some reason, this black box just seems way too scary. Too like in the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I said 8 items. Did I get 8 items? Got a gem, I got coins, dice, the trunk, broken lever, map, battery pack. I think I got 8 if you count the trunk and what was in the trunk. Okay. I'm hoping that this door's locked. Yeah. This is probably it'll work just fine. Lies. Lies. Lose half my weight. This actually be fine. Because I'll lose half the weight. -5, so I'll be at 15. Walk into the room. Oh. Experiment will be successful. I still don't know how to break this wall down because I'm assuming, like, look at that, it's cracked. I feel like a sledgehammer or jackhammer or something would tear that apart. Okay. Another locked door. Secret garden key does not fit once again. The pool. Oh, man. I don't want to block it. Library's kind of cool, though. Oh, this is a toughie, because wait. What's the southern door? That might just be, because if that's the secret garden key, then we definitely don't want to block it. Oh, where's my notes? Why are my notes all scattered? Like I didn't organize these. Here. I probably passed. Not those ones. Ah, here we go. Southern lever is the greenhouse. West lever is okay. So it's only the greenhouse is the southern lever. Oof. I feel like conference room. Well, why didn't we go in the hallway? Did it have a security door on it? We need a key card. I want to get back to the commissionary to try playing that game. So if I go back to the foundation. Oh man. These are hard decisions. I could re-roll to see if I get a 4 room. That might be the best. Let's try re-rolling once here. What we get? Passageway. Lose my weight again. Which, actually, I think would be fine. I say we just do it again. Okay. Sweet. Continue forth this way. Special key. Does it work? It doesn't. Felt like it had to be on the right side, so not 100% sure. Oh my gosh. Another passageway? Or do we just re-roll again? There's 2 gems, leaves me with 3 gems. Let's passageway. Do we go south? Say let's go in the passageway. Security door is northbound, so that's a tad upsetting. We're just gonna use the secret garden key until we can't. Okay. Unfortunate times. Cloister. Cloister. Gosh, everything is just telling me, don't go to the was that East Wing? No, West Wing, gosh. Don't go to the west. The Wicked Witch of the West. The Cloister. We could re-roll. We already have an entry point down there. It's my last re-roll though. I'd like to keep the re-roll so that we don't get stuck here. We have a way into the antechamber. Oh. So many decisions. I'm gonna re-roll. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, oh my gosh. Dark room. Oh my. It's a choice to choose the dark room. Rotunda. Blocks the security door. I say let's do the dark room. And then don't go into it. And just continue on this way. Okay, I like this idea. But I also like this idea, because we have a lot of keys. We get the locker room. Giant chart. Let's say go south and then go back up north. Oh, it opened. Oh, okay. Sweet. Well, we've got one way into the antechamber. We just now need to not blow it with the passageway. Because no one else. Unfortunate times are probably abound. Fruit, I say we keep for our way back. Okay, what do you got? Probably the den, so that we can keep going south. Plus, I might get all the rooms. This is crazy. That would be nice. There might be a trunk in here. There is a trunk in here. Might have some dice, which would be super nice. No, it's got keys. Okay. Okay. The greenhouse. Interesting. Greenhouse. Oh. We could do the greenhouse, because then that guarantees I'm in there. Yeah, let's do that. We have the broken lever, right? Yeah, we do. Plus, I don't know if that'll be permanent. That'd be pretty snazzy if it was a permanent thing. There we go. We are more and more happy. Okay, first time you enter a green room, you can gain gems. Sweet. I'm gonna go back through the secret garden, so that is a plus. I don't know if I can get another shovel if we've item fused it already. I think that's all there is to this room. Cynex, if you're still in the chat, can you tell me if this is now a permanent thing? Is the broken lever now always going to be attached, or you still always need to get a broken lever for this greenhouse? Because that would be kind of sweet if it's just permanent now. Walk forward. It's not permanent. Okay. Didn't think it would be, but was hopeful. Thanks for letting me know. I'm really close to filling this whole board up. That would be quite the accomplishment. We're gonna attempt to do so. Whoa. Can we get double? We already did the quest bedroom. Can we get 4? That would be crazy. Oh. Hold the thought. Give me another gem. Yeah, actually I think we can fill out every room. Yeah, we have every room and we can get to the antechamber, so yeah, we're golden. Oh, that's sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh, things are finally coming up my way here. Oh, Jesus criminies. Oh, yeah. That's why I was having issues. Ah, that's crazy. Oh, man. You hate to see that. That's the rotunda. This will give me the most items, but I need a key card. That's what I need. What are the chances it gives me a key card in this room? Pretty low. Well, let's do it. You know, we got the gems for it. Oh, I was really hopeful there was a key card in here. Well, that was saddening. But we can get to the antechamber. Didn't even think about that. I'm so close to filling out every room. But it's dark. Which way do we go? Probably this way. Can you grab stuff in the dark? I'm assuming not. There's like a random key card out here. Where's our security room? Just south of us. Which way do I need to go? I keep getting lost. Especially in the dark room. No, you cannot grab stuff in the dark. Stop trying, you fool. Duly noted. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Do I get 4? Because that would be sweet. No, only 2. That's a bummer. I was hoping for 4 since I've got the quest room twice. That's fine. That's fine. Wait a second. We can enter through this way. I have a special key. Oh, the basement key. Huh. Wow, locksmith. I doubt the locksmith would give me much. Locksmith doesn't give a key card, right? I'm not insane in thinking that. I think I'd do the library then. Man, I think that's probably the smart choice. Plus, I think I have a book I can read. Oh, that's so annoying that it's just one room. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it was. Ooh. Ah, the Curse of the Black Bridge. Wow, I'm the only one that's gotten it. This book was graciously gifted by me. Curse of Black Bridge by Redford. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, where'd my cursor go? Try to move the magnifying glass. Forward. The legend of Black Bridge is one that's well known to the people of the Grand Realm, for the versions of this tale have been passed down from generation to generation. With each new telling, the story has changed, becoming over the years more colorful, more verbose, and, one might expect, increasingly horrifying. However, with so many renditions and unique personal touches, the task of confining and binding this tale to text seemed ambitious and impossible challenge. Over the course of my research, I have heard dozens of variations of the legend, and while the details would often change, I was surprised how much of the story's heart remained the same. Yet the more I listened, the clearer it became that there could never be a definitive version of this tale capable of capturing all the wonder and myth of Black Bridge. In the end, I chose to write down what felt most authentic, the story my grandmother told me as a boy, long ago. Part 1. The Berry Picker, from Oris. Many years ago, before peace had become a familiar word, there lived a group of rogues so wayward that the locals deemed it appropriate to call their number the Unholy Hounds. They were feral outlaws composed of society's worst in a time when society
was at its worst, and each crime that fearful travelers credited to the group, a dozen more lay unclaimed, each worse than the last. For the gentry, however, who often value their coffers more than their companions, no crime could measure more wicked than the group's primary enterprise, high road robbery. High road instead of highway is quite a word to look at there. One such member of this so-called band of rogues was a boy of 13 years, Jesper, who had not been lucky in life, having lost 2 brothers to war and parents to famine. In the years of hunger that followed, Jesper lived in a gutter behind a churchyard, relying on the nourishment of scurrying bugs and weeds harvested from the cracks of the alleyway to sustain his pitiful existence. It is not surprising that a child aiming to escape such hardships would take an easy road out, an easy and well-traveled road, paved with temptations, leading out of the city and into the gentry lands, where loose purse strings entwine with the strands of salvation and glisten equally with the hope of opportunity. It was the road that eventually led Jesper to the end of his youth, a hidden cave at the bottom of Black Bridge Canyon. It was there that he met his surrogate family and saviors, that notorious gang of godless outlaws known as the Unholy Hounds. Wow, I thought that was taking a very darker turn, but so far so good. Despite the hardened circumstances that had led him to the vocation of banditry, Jesper was surprisingly tender-hearted, and was often teased by the group for being too kind for such an ignoble life. For his reason, Jesper was assigned the innocent role of berry picker. It was not just innocence that set berry picking apart from the gang's more wicked undertaking, for it's the only duty performed without the safety of night's concealment. Jesper, no stranger to solitude, did not protest that he alone worked while the others slept soundly, tucked away in the cave at the bottom of Black Bridge Canyon. On one such occasion, Jesper decided to get an early start. He left the cave, berry basket in hand, and set out into the woods before the morning sun had even brushed against the tallest treetops. It was colder in the mornings, but the headway dawn afforded meant Jesper could reach the furthermost berry patches without worrying of being chastised for tarring up his return. Okay, I think I blacked out for a second. What? So he's left the cave, he's picking berries on an early day, tallest trees. Okay. It was colder, but it allowed him to travel further. Okay, sure. It took over 3 hours on foot to reach his destination, and along the way, Jesper had passed by many a familiar bush, all priorly pillaged and so bereft of berries that one would have to dedicate several moments in earnest examination before finding a single one. Jesper was patient, but even patience has its limits. He was confident that, even accounting for the time lost to his long stretch of travel, his efforts would be well worth the pains. Surveying the patches in his new grove surprised even Jesper. The red dots suspended among the leaves seemed as numerous as stars in the skies. Upon seeing such a bounteous sight, he clutched his berry basket tightly and nearly toppled over out of joy. Once he had regained his senses, Jesper quickly made a decision. He would not reveal the location of his newfound treasure. Instead, he would earn the respect of his confederates, who, upon seeing his yield, might attribute the success to hard work. Smiling at his plan, Jesper set off to fill his basket, and was making steady strides in his task when the sound of thundering hoofs interrupted him. A carriage is approaching. A thought of it made Jesper freeze. Had he been so enchanted by his discovery that he had neglected to observe his surroundings? How could a roadway be so close? He ducked down and crept towards the impending sound, hiding behind one of the large bushes nearby. It was only a moment more before the sound source revealed itself. Within 50 paces of where Jesper hid, an elegant carriage with gold trim came soaring around a corner of trees, led by two beautiful white horses, and conveyed by a stern-looking driver seated atop the vehicle, flaunting the most sophisticated regalia Jesper had ever seen. It was not just any carriage, it was a royal carriage. Even without ever having witnessed such a sight before, Jesper was certain. The sight had so transfixed Jesper that he stood awestruck, unable to tear away as the carriage approached. The little concealment the bush provided was soon proven unequal to the driver's lofty perch, and upon spotting the boy, he pulled the reins with such effort that the noble steed slid to a sudden halt with a precise control. "You, boy, get out from behind that bush!" he shouted with a rigidity that betrayed a modest amount of fear. Okay. "You startled me half to death, coming round the bend on my own drive, and me seeing such an unfamiliar face in a place where there ought not to be any face." Jesper quickly contemplated running. The man was much older, and his dress was suitable for courtly behavior. Not dashing through the bramble and mud. I was picking bushes." Jesper raised the half-filled basket up to allow the driver to see the proof of his words. The demeanor of the man suddenly changed. It was a change that Jesper was familiar with. He had many times seen the same stern expression on the most fiendish bandits melt away when presented with a berry basket. Any suspicions that the driver might have had instantly evaporated, for even the notion of a member of the unholy hounds picking berries seemed what's that word? Farcical? I think it's farcical. Seemed farcical. Fake. Lame. Anyways, the softened expression even made allowances for a smile. "Berries, eh? Say, you couldn't have picked a better spot for them, could you? I used to pick berries here as a boy." Jesper took his cue to finally step forward out from behind the bush, proudly brandishing his basket. I know, and what luck I have found them. I have only just began picking, and look how many I have. It would have taken me fourfold the time back home to procure this number." The driver bent down for a closer look. And where is your home, boy? It must be quite far." Jesper replied with a scripted response. A little town south of Tanner Fork, just past the burnt woods." "My God, that is so far. So you couldn't have come all that way only this morning." It was true. Tanner Fork was in the exact opposite direction that Jesper had traveled, and while that response would seem perfectly reasonable in a location closer to Blackbridge Canyon, he could see why it might seem less believable here. Sir, I have traveled much further for much less profit. I dare say there's no distance yet made by man that would not be worth undertaking for a prize such as these. Surely you have tasted them for yourself." Jesper felt happiness with his response, as it seemed to amplify the man's smile. "In my youth often, but perhaps I took it for granted because I never have traveled very far. And even then, my father would always drive us here in our carriage, so I'm ashamed I've never had to walk such a stretch to earn an equal reward." It was Jesper's time to smile. Then let my efforts reward us both today." He raised the basket even higher. A taste in memory of your youth, sir." The driver chuckled and removed one glove, bending over the seat to reach down to the basket, and at the moment his fingers touched the first berry, the dagger, in turn, met his throat, cutting through a superficial layer of skin and drawing blood. Jesper caught the man's startled eyes. "And for that taste, I will have your purse, sir, in memory of my youth." The driver's arms gone stiff, his chin raised and trembling, more frightened than he had ever been before, Whether unable or incapable of speaking, he did not respond to the boy. Perhaps he did not think his jaw could afford to be engaged at this particular time. Jesper let the basket drop, freeing his other hand to probe the man's pockets. Do not mistake me, sir. I will not kill you if you give me no cause, though I admit the thought of taking your carriage and leaving you the indignity of walking appeals to me. Unable to find a purse in the man's coat, Jesper pivoted to search the seat under him. Why do you no purse upon your person? The driver slowly raised his hand cautiously, pointing towards the carriage door behind him. Jesper lowered the knife's edge to a small degree to allow the man to speak, which he did, in turn softly. There's a locked box in the carriage. Well, come down then, and grant me the courtesy of sparing your life and binding your hands. A concession, I assure you, of my tender heart, for it could be much easier to slit your throat. The man started to comply, slowly lowering himself from the driver's seat of the carriage. Once down, Jesper guided him away from the carriage to a nearby tree, where he instructed him to get on his knees and put his hands behind his back. Whew. There's a lot of words here. Ah, man. Let me take a quick break of water. Water intermission here. Goodness. I was picturing this a lot differently. I thought the man had gotten down off the carriage, which meant it easier for him to try slitting his throat, and I thought he instantly struck him with the knife into his throat, but maybe I'm just thinking more gruesome than the words are explaining. Anyways, excusing his inexperience, the man indulged Jesper while he figured out how to adequately bind him. The smile and kindness Jesper had seen on the man's face, now nothing more than a distant memory, in their place cold dark eyes displaying no emotion. I wonder, should I grant you the same clemency you are showing me? Jesper stopped, surprised by the question, but Jesper stopped, surprised by the questions. Sorry. I wonder, should I grant you the same clemency you are showing me? Jesper stopped, surprised by the question, but ignored it, secured the final bindings, and then hastily returned to the carriage. With one hand on the door's handle, he turned back to the man. If there's no locked box, there will be no clemency. Don't know what clemency means, or if I'm pronouncing it right. Inside the carriage was surprisingly dusty and unswept, a stark contrast to the elegant and polished golden facade of the exterior. It had apparently been many years since a passenger had enjoyed passage in this vehicle. This all but confirmed that Jesper had suspected the driver of his carriage was not a liveried servant in the employ of some greater master. Any curiosity that his observation might have further produced was quickly abandoned upon seeing what rested under the carriage's back seat, a large wooden lock box. Despite its hefty appearance, the box was surprisingly easy to handle. Within a few minutes, Jesper had dislodged it from its hold and carried it out into the sunlight. Inspecting the box carefully, two observations were made. Totemic symbols found carved on all four sides of the box hinted that the box was very old and likely not created by Ordinian hands. It reminded him of artifacts from the old world and was presumably crafted in one of the ancient realms. Secondly, the box was secured by a rusty yet robust padlock and would not open easily without a key. Jesper looked over to see the driver quietly observing from his indentured position. Do you perhaps have a key you can provide me to open this box? Without emotion, the driver replied, There is no key to that box. Jesper stood up. Enough then. He headed over to a nearby rock of sizable dimensions and lifted the stone up, carrying it back to the box. If there was ever a time when that lock had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. With one hit, the stone had completely shattered the rusted lock. He bent back down and opened the lid. Inside was an effigy, a crude figure chiseled from stone. Without too much deliberation, Jesper bent down and picked it up, somewhat surprised how heavy it seemed given how light the box had felt. Having expected to find something more akin to gold or gems, he looked questioningly to the man, hoping to find an explanation. The driver's smile had once again returned. "You are cursed, boy, for deadly is the stone. You have opened that which should never have been opened, and you are cursed." Jesper felt the effigy over to the man and shoved it in front of his face. "What is it?" "That's one." Feeling his disappointment rising to anger now, Jesper... Oh, that's one? Feeling the disappointment rising to anger, Jesper tightened his grip on the effigy. "One what? You're mumbling a gentor. And in God's name, why have you no purse upon your person?" The man did not seem intimidated. "One pace." He paused for effect. 12 more, and you will be dead." He only had a second to flinch before the effigy struck him in the head and put an end to his cryptic ramblings. If there was ever a time when the old man had been resistant to brute force, it also wasn't recent. Jesper looked down at the sculpted stone figure, now splattered red. Was it cursed? Was he cursed? He had, of course, heard stories of curses and had never doubted their validity in the past, but now that he was standing face to face with the possibility of being cursed, his mind pleaded with him to be skeptical. And if he was cursed, what difference would the knowledge make? A dozen more paces would not be enough to find another living soul. To say nothing of the chances of procuring a remedy, if he did not move from where he now stood, he could live maybe another 3 or 4 days. Maybe more given an abundance of nearby berries. A plan that, if we ignore its obvious faults, might provide an additional opportunity for help to come along. But what good would that do? To be discovered here, beside a body, stolen goods in hand, bloated from berries, and raving about a curse that could be very well not be real. No, it would most certainly be better to face one's fates now, take a dozen paces and see if life goes on. But Jesper found his legs unable to make the first step. His mind was unable to convince his limb to waste away 1/12 of his life in a single motion. Feeling the desperation sink in, he hopelessly looked about him for a solution, and if by some stroke of luck the gods had heard his plea, a miracle materialized before him, as if he found himself suddenly at the end of a fairy tale. 2 white horses and a carriage of golden trim were beside him, the answer to his immediate prayers. He laughed at the fortune and calculated the short number of paces back to the road, 4, perhaps only 3 if he jumped. He made a quick survey to see if there was anything he wished to grab before taking the plunge. He thought about removing the driver's fancy coat, as that appeared to be of some value, but the additional risk of undertaking such a task too great to chance. And so, after a profound breath, he took his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th step, though they were quite large. Seated now behind the horses, he reached for the reins and suddenly realized that he was still gripping the effigy. If the curse was real, then it would most certainly be better left here. If, on the other hand, the story was fictitious, there might be some appraisal that could be made of the figure. It was, after all, found within a locked box, whose typical function oft secures objects of value. Having witnessed firsthand the horrors of destitution, Jesper found in his mind equally reluctant to allow his hand to let go. If it is cursed, I die. If not today, then tomorrow. And if I die, what care I have, I. And with that statement, he said aloud to the horses seemingly, Jesper took up the reins with confidence. Oh, that was part 1. Oh my gosh. This is such a long book. Oh, snap. That's an interesting story, though. So far. I need some more water. It's called The Curse of Blackbridge, right? Can we see anything cool with these? Not too much detail. Yep. Because he had the basket and didn't stab his throat. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was focused on the words. I didn't even really look at the pictures that much. Man, he's not really that close to the tree. But, okay, part 2. Below the Black Bridge. Miller awoke to some light nudging from a familiar foot. Only one person would have the cheek to awaken her in such ill-mannered fashion. Shaking the sleep from her eyes, she glared up at him in the darkness, but did not say a word. He nudged her again teasingly, then stepped back into the dim. After taking a moment for her eyes to adjust to the darkness of the cave, Miller remembered. She was on third watch today. Quietly collecting her things and wits, Miller turned as she left, waving to her young friend, who was more than likely already asleep. She crept through the cavern's main passage, careful to not wake the sleeping bandits around her. Like a hero in a book, she often mused. Quietly, she grabbed a bow from the haphazardly formed pile of weapons, shaking the accompanying quiver in the darkness to assess how many arrows it held. She then walked towards the sun-drenched mouth of the cavern, ready to start her shift. Above her, in one of the few trees found in the canyon, Miller could see that Ravia was already posted. She waved, and Ravia waved back. Calling out to each other was strictly forbidden. Anything louder than a gesture in the canyon was forbidden. When Miller reached the tree, Ravia lowered a braided rope and pointed to the ground below her. Miller turned, following the finger, and saw a pail of water resting beside a nearby log. She turned back to Ravia and nodded and secured the pail to the rope. The pail went up first, and in turn, Miller followed. Ravia reached across to grab the water. Miller leaned back to give her space. There was not much room for maneuvering in this tree post. A necessary concession for the concealment the outpost demanded. Ravia tilted the pail up to her mouth dramatically, illustrating how thirsty she had been. Miller laughed silently as the water poured out, splashing onto Ravia's face. It was a bit too daring and noisy of a joke, and had the others been around, they would have certainly been scolded for the unwarranted sound. But Miller appreciated the efforts Ravia took to verbalize the silence of the morning. They had been on third watch together for over a month, and during that speechless time, their friendship had grown into something special. Affection was unsurprisingly scarce among the unholy hounds. She had felt camaraderie before, of course, but intimacy never. From their elevated vantage, the girls could see both the concealed entrance of the cavern as well as a clear view of the bridge that spanned across the canyon. Black Bridge was the link between the Gentry lands and the northern mountains, the overpass that connected Orvis and Reddington. To the city-faring travelers of the realm, the bridge was an unavoidable crossing. In the day, the task was to ensure the travelers pass by without stopping. At night, the task was to ensure that they do. What? In the day, the task was to ensure travelers pass without stopping. Okay, in the night, the task was to stop them, basically. Okay. Like most of her band, Miller preferred the night. The biting glare of the sun might be tolerable to farmhands and bricklayers, but to a cavern-housed bandit it was a source of constant annoyance. In the day there was no shroud to concealment in her expression, nor to hide her thoughts. She felt exposed. Ravia touched her elbow and pointed up. Miller, striving to suppress a budding smile, suddenly shook her head in response. There were many signs that the unholy hounds used in lieu of words, but the two of them had developed an extended vocabulary, gestures quietly forged in the shared solitude of their mouth among the branches. She watched as Ravia shifted, placing her palms flat on the floorboards beneath them. They could just, learn sign language. That would take a little effort. Plus, you'd have to know somebody who knows sign language, but you could get the whole alphabet. You could spell words. You could expand your vocabulary that way. But, oh well. Miller knew that she was trying to say what she was trying to say, but shook her head a second time. It was often more fun to pretend not to understand. Ravia rolled her eyes and turned away. Looking back at the canyon, squinting through the leaves, the two girls held still, watching and listening. It was not long until Miller, too, heard the sounds of approach. Ravia held up two bent fingers, for a few moments later 2 men emerged from the bridge's southern end. They were dressed in familiar uniform, long gray coats with black-facing white waistcoats and black tricorn hats. They belonged to the local patrol, the Black Guard, although not an everyday occurrence. Their presence at Black Bridge wasn't an unusual sight. It typically indicated an important traveler's impending passage across the bridge, information that the girls would promptly relay to their leaders as soon as the coast was clear. But this report, while exciting, was rarely acted upon. In Miller's 5 years in the Unholy Hounds, she had never once seen a carriage taken in open daylight when the Black Guard was nearby. The men had nearly reached the Black Bridge north end when Miller heard the horses faintly at first, but growing louder with each passing moment. Ravia's eyes met Miller's, the same concern mirrored in each other's expression. This did not sound like the typical carriage cautiously approaching the bridge to cross. Instead of the familiar crunch of the high road's gravel, they heard the harsh clattering of hoofbeats against stones. Both girls quickly redirected their attention downwards, looking through the foliage. The sounds were not coming from the high road, but from the canyon itself. The horses were coming from below the bridge. In an instant, Miller had knocked an arrow and drawn her bow. Go! Ravia was gone before the whisper had even left Miller's mouth. The young scout was already sliding down the bank below, racing towards the cave. There was no road that ran below the canyon. There was no reason for numerous horses to be approaching their cave. There was only one reasonable conclusion, and both girls had reached it instantly. The base had been compromised. This was the Black Guard attack. The moment the horses came into view, Miller let loose her first arrow. She was surprised to see a carriage. She had expected cavalry. Before she even finished processing that thought, her second arrow was in the air. Without a trail, it would be unthinkable for the carriage to traverse such rough terrain. Yet she watched as the wheels jolted over the rocky riverbed. A third arrow was now in flight, and there had been no need for a fourth. The driver slumped over just moments before the vehicle dipped into the small ditch, slamming into an embankment. The force of this sudden halt immediately shattered the front 2 wheels and catapulted the driver from the seat. Utterly confused now, Miller quickly glanced over her shoulder to see if any horses were also approaching from the rear. Down in the canyon, the entire horde of the unholy hounds came spilling forth from the earth, as if hell itself had suddenly sprung open. The group seemed even more bewildered than Miller, half asleep and tripping over one another in desperate attempt to engage an unseen enemy in combat. Miller could see Ravia among their numbers, the only one looking up at her. Her expression was chilling. There would be no need for a silent gesture to convey what they both now realized. They had made a mistake. Oh, the gang's chieftain, Gregory Heartslasher. Wow, what a name. Maybe it's Jeffrey, not Gregory. It's definitely Jeffrey. Jeffrey Heartslasher led the others, cautiously approaching the crashed carriage. I lost my spot. Cautiously approaching the crash carriage like a suspicious fox would near a baited trap. There was no words exchanged as the group crept forward in customary silence. A dozen or so paces in front of the wreckage lay the far-flung driver, an arrow protruding from his broken body, and beside him a bloody stained effigy carved from stone. Ah, what a disaster. The curse. The curse. Oh boy. Miller was inconsolable. Jesper had always been her favorite. He had always shadowed. Did we miss something? Nope, okay. He had always shadowed her in the night, clinging to the hems of her every move, the way a child tails behind an older sibling. Tender-hearted, she had always called him, though deep down she had known that wasn't quite true. His appearance of gentleness concealed a raw, resilient durability that emerged in the most perilous of situations. She had been a flower among the nettles of this cave, but he had been a flower among the nettles of this cave, but he still had thorns, honed by a grim past and 100 hands of misfortune. They buried him in the darkness. In the back of one of the larger cavern rooms, he was interred with a berry basket and a silk handkerchief that he had treasured. The mysterious effigy they had found beside him served as a distinguished gravestone, a marker that stood out as somewhat special among the rows of similar swords marking neighboring plots. No one spoke, not even a whisper. There was nothing to say. Oh, snap. The effigy. Nothing hidden in plain sight of the photo. Good. Miller awoke the next day to a thunderous shaking and rattling of the earth, a far cry from the playful nudging of the previous day. She strained to adjust her eyes, but the choking string of stirred-up dust caused her to flinch. Panic was also in the air. The sounds of scurried footsteps and clattering feet filled the space around her. But even in alarm, the silence was louder. What was it that sounded so strange? Miller closed her eyes tight and used her feet to guide her along the passage. The whispers around her were getting louder, and intense voices could be heard ahead. Louder speech than she had ever heard spoken in the canyon. A growing dread grew as Miller approached the mouth of the cave, her eyes now open wide despite the dust. Shouldn't it be day? Miller felt a hand in the darkness pulling at her. It was Ravia. The two embraced, and Miller did not need to see her to understand. Ravia placed two bent fingers against Miller's cheek, and with that touch against her face, Miller felt the same sinking feeling from the previous day. Two bent fingers confirmed that Miller had suspected. The girls had forgotten to relay one crucial piece of information to the others. An hour or so later, the screams began, blood-curdling cries of hopeless desperation. Captain Fuldrick Lee of the Black Guard looked down from the ridge of the canyon to the collapsed entrance of the cave. Ah, he glimmed. Now they speak. Oh, wow. What a powerful word there. Okay, Fuldrick Lee. Let's get some names down. Curse of the Black Bridge. Okay, Curse of the Black Bridge. Curse of the Black Bridge. Black Bridge. I feel like one of our what's it called? One of our like admin passwords or archive passwords are going to be one of these persons. Let's see. What was it's like Jeffrey Heart Slasher. What a name. Heart Slasher. Leader of the Unholy Hounds. Leader or chieftain of the Unholy Hounds. Man, this goes way more in depth than the other ones. It's starting to make me think, well, did the people write this book themselves, or did they ask others to write it? Like they asked like a professional storyteller, cuz this is definitely a great short story. Jesper, last name unknown, cursed or something, I don't know. Captain. Oh, and that's the end of the book. Oh man, okay. Captain. I thought there was going to be a part 3. Roderick Lee. The Blackguard. What a powerful end, though. Blackguard Captain. The curdling screams. He grinned, saying, "Now they speak." Wow. Okay. They have guns. A curse upon thee. Okay. Aldrich Lee. Don't know if any of those specific names will come up. We have Ravia and Miller. Ravia, Miller. Don't have last names. Scout. Of Unholy. The Unholy Hounds. I keep writing Unholly. The Unholly Hounds. A bit off on the name. Just writing some of the notes down. I don't know if there's anything more I can glean from this book. This book just seemed like a short story. What was the other person's name that I held below the Black Bridge? Tanner Fork. Kellage. Do we ever get the other guy's name? The sir's name, the driver. I don't think we did. Oh, man. There's a lot of speaking. I thought this, like, the idea of, oh man, this guy here also had been cursed because he had picked up the stone to put it in the box, was riding the carriage because of that curse. Man, I was really hoping there was a little more to the story, but I guess that is it. Now, what was I doing? How do you play the game? What are we doing? I highly doubt there's anything up there. I wanted to double check if there's anything in there. Otherwise, we have the basement key. I think the plan is to go down to the commission area to see if my battery pack can open the thing. So let's see, how many steps will that be? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, that should be good. I don't think I need anything else. Yeah, we've got 11 keys on us, so we are golden for keys. So we head back down through the passageway. And then the weight rooms, the double weight rooms. That's how you know it's... I guess it could have gone either way. Is it locked? Oh, it is. I thought for some reason it might not have been. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to cost me a few steps. Ah, that's so unfortunate. One away from doing that. And if we had moved this to like a slide path. Oh, also we have a treasure map. Not that we need it. Going to the security room. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It cost me 21 steps for more map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Can we afford 21 steps? 21 puts me down to 16. Ooh. Pretty close. So would the treasure be worth it? Might be. It might be like a fruit or something. I think I left an apple on the pantry. Plus then we can see if there's anything else. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Let's make sure there's no other quicker way out. Yeah. A bummer. A bummer indeed. May as well get a gem. The attic. Is that an orange? Forgot I had spread fruit out here. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely afford some extra steps then. Keep getting lost. No fruit, no basket. Terrible. Okay, I'm assuming we can't do anything else. We have a battery pack. Huh. Battery pack, sledgehammer. I'm assuming that makes like a jackhammer. But I don't know what else you need for that. But let's not... Oh, I don't have a shovel. Also, is this not right on the treasure map? No, this is the right spot. Okay. Little disastrous. Inventory. There is 10 fruits out there. Wow, okay. 10 fruits. Fruits of your labor. Am I crazy? It was 3. Yeah, 3 down. 1 here. I didn't even think about it, but I don't have a magnifying glass or anything. Can you not? Oh, there you go. Looks like that's the spot. Now I gotta find something to dig with. Wow. How rude of it. Okay, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Works. 1, 2, 3. It works either way. Let's go down this way to get more rooms checked for fruit. With 10 fruit being sporadically spread. Especially oranges, goodness. Yeah, there shouldn't be more than 1 fruit per room. Okay, we're going to the rotunda. Didn't even walk into the foundation. Not that it matters. Shoot, I forgot we're gonna lose 2 coins. We'll see what we got. Going back to the shop to see if we can use... I almost went the wrong way. Yeah, well, it's right here. It's unfortunate you can't buy a second shovel. the sale, everything's 50% off. It's not double 50%. Unfortunate. Battery? Oh, this is such a bummer. I have the battery pack. Fried juice contraptions. Oh. So that's just a misreading on my part. Which is okay. Because we didn't hinder us that much. No fruit on the ground. Okay. Head back into the chapel. Don't see any fruit. We're at 36 steps. And we'll go back to the passageway. Parlor and kind of just exit that way. Seems like a good plan. Yeah, the rotunda is very interesting. Not that I need to do, well, don't think I'll need to do that, so just go this way. Go south. The Paula. Apple. Only gives you 2 steps. For some reason I thought apples gave you 3 steps. Okay. Corridor. Seems no fruit. The fruits of our labor. No fruit there. Wow, now it's like nighttime. Probably should hurry up and do what I want to do, or like the game kicks me out. Also, the coins stay here, which is kind of cool. Down and down and down we go. Sweet. Use the special basement key. Da-da-da. Huh, okay. Everything is new here. We're on the other side of this place. Okay. It's taken a while to get onto this side, but we are here. The abandoned mines. What is this? Spooky. This to north lever. Oh shoot, do we have to go back? Oh gosh, we have to pull the lever then go back. Torch chamber. This is just half the thing, right? I gotta open up my notes. Here, let's first of all, let's do that. Just a moment. I don't know if time is a limiting factor in this game. I'm assuming not, but you can never be too certain. Also, there's an upgrade disc. Oop. Glitchy sounds, that's always reassuring. Oh, okay. So I have... Okay, I've opened up my picture from the past. So... Gel points dreams. This looks like the same photo. Basement, yeah. We'll grab the upgrade disc, which means we gotta go back inside. If I had done the magnifying glass, like I had the stuff to make these candles ablaze, then I would have gotten something else. So that's something to note. Okay. Torches. Oh, wait a second. I'm assuming I can pull this. Yeah. And then this would make it easier to go this way. Okay. We want to make sure we do that. Oh, now we got the creepy music. That's great. Okay. If we did this right, this should link us back up to the center there, to the northern lever. Exciting times we live in. Exciting times. Okay, we'll twist us back that way. Oh my gosh. A locked door? Oh, an unlocked door. That's reassuring. Very reassuring. I can just feel the reassurance as the music grows louder. Oh, no. That is a lot of doors. Ah, jeepers creepers, man. Okay. Main door open. Oh, are we doing it? Are we doing it? Gonna be like, and this door is the 46th door! Yes! Okay, I have a lot of keys. Do we tempt fate and try opening these? I guess we don't, because the doors are locked. Okay. Now we gotta go all the way back. Hopefully we have enough steps. Because that would be a tragedy. The underpass. Which way? Okay, wait, hold the thought. Okay, look at my photo here. So if we're pointed, it's 2 away. Pointed at, which door is that? So if we slide it, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't seem right. Okay, just a second, resume the day. What am I missing here? Because it should be 2 on this side, so it should be going into that space. Which, to be honest, looks like nothing. Do we waste our time? I guess we do. There was an up as well, which I don't know what up meant. Just curious what the heck's over here. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. What is this? Scripps and Rudford Mining Company. Evacuation Department, 608. 5/3/1918. After almost 3 years in the tunnels, SNR has informed me that we'll be closing the site in June. Okay, sorry, I looked back at the photo. It has been a somewhat bittersweet experience working on such a historical significant excavation over the past 30-odd months, yet being unable to share any of that work with the world, maybe one day. Still, there was a significant amount of work that has yet to be done, and it is vitally important that we conclude our efforts in the main cavern and reinforce the structural integrity of the site before we seal the tunnels next month. It may be generations before they are reopened. Huh. Also, does this open the door to where I think it does? Before I walk over there. Things glitching out. Are these openable? Oh yeah, that is the reserve. Okay. Okay, sweet. So that does open that door. That's probably permanent. We're gonna go back the same way we came, though. move the mine cart, because you can move it from the back, but you can't move it from the front. Whatever nonsense that means. I'm liking the nice successful view. Oh, 23. Running out of steps. It's concerning. We are lucky we got extra fruit. Oh, now I just feel like an idiot. What was this? Okay. Never mind, I'm just an idiot. That just took me back the same route. Okay. Also, there's that door. Is that gonna do me? I don't think so. I think I prefer that. To the fountain. 20. Slowly walk up the stairs. Get into that 46th room. It's the last thing we do. Let's see. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it should be easily doable. Okay. It took 2 steps away from me. What was that? 2 steps. It's scaring me. It's scaring me. Ooh, double apple. Okay, it was definitely worth coming to here then. I can grab the apple. Cost me. Give me an extra step. Okay. I'm getting slightly nervous on my steps, but we should be able to make it just dandy. This should be fine. Go through. Tis. Security? Oh, yeah. Don't bother with this treasure map. Whew. I'm getting all the chills. Whew. What you got for me? The courtyard. What do you want to upgrade it to? Okay, well, let's find out what you wanted to upgrade to. 2 gems, 5 dig spots are always unlocked. Ooh, that is interesting. Is my OBS glitching? Hope it's not. This is a very vital point in the story. Now I've lost my mouse again. Okay. I like the idea of always unlocked. Especially since it's a high-ranking one. 2 gems, that was pretty nice. I'm assuming I can't check how much the courtyard costs. Courtyard might be like plus 1 gem. I'm gonna do unlocked. I don't know. The courtyard. Wait, what was the other names? Was there a better name? Courtyard, or courtyard? Nope, just a weird name for it. They added. Oh wait, country yard. Wait, no, that's courtyard. Courtyard. The country. There you go. Country yard. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Success. Whoa, calm down, music. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. You're not calming me. You're in fact doing the complete opposite. Yeah, it costs 1 gem to get in. Okay, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but it's fine. Okay, so we go to the workshop next. 15. How do I get up there? Easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So either way, it's 7. almost had a successfully full-built room as well. If they're like, oh, locked door, that would have been so upsetting. We made it though! The 46th room. Let's see the plot. Whoa! Animation? I completely forgot this game has animation cutscenes.
There was once a red prince who sat on a red throne.
Oh.
He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone.
Huh?
The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said.
Yep, his mother.
He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue.
I hope that the sky's not a red hue. That'd be kind of creepy. Ominous
He
even.
didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves. And he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share.
Oh, wow.
But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too.
Oh shoot, no red in the flowers?
The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color
Oh,
blue.
color blue. There you go. We are now the blueprints. Interesting. Man, we've hit the credits. I know there's still a lot more to this game, and it's been quite the journey already to do all of this. That's yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. So in the room, which is the blue crown, I think that's the second half of the story of the Red Prince. Like the book in the nursery is the Red Prince, and of course that's our mother in game. Our mother in game is saying that to us, saying all the story. I don't recall it's stating the nursery vocabulary. Look at all those playtesters. Oh, it's a well-designed game. I've had a lot of fun with it. And there's still probably much more to go through, so we're gonna let the credits roll, but my thoughts of this game, like I normally like to do like overall thoughts as the game ends with the credits rolling. And yeah, just favorite, probably my favorite game of the year. There's a lot of great games, and you you never know what's going to be the hits. And this one, I like the story. I like the person's been working on this, I think, the last 8 years or so. If I was reading the developer notes correctly. Christopher Manson, who opened many doors for me. It's good. It's good. I like the puzzle elements. I didn't really think a rogue, is it roguelite or roguelike? I think it's roguelite. Would do such a thing. Your new home. We reached the end. I'm so upset that I missed one room. And it's a slight bummer. But we made it to room 46. We found 2 new rooms. Okay. Exit. Then we're gonna save and quit. I'm surprised I didn't get, I thought I was gonna get achieve. Now I'm all the more saddened. Wondering what would happen the next day. The new game plus, basically. If you think I should, like, continue, if there's something that I should see with the new day, I guess let me know. But otherwise, I was planning on ending it today with the success in our minds that we made it to room 46. I gotta check now on Steam if I got the achieve. Maybe it's a silent achievement. They do that. No, it didn't give me achieve. That's rigged. Absolutely rigged. Maybe it unlocks a trophy room or something. Sweet. I thought there was something with the trophy rooms. Oh yeah, we made it to the end there, and a lot. Oh, there is a new room that's guaranteed the first day after. It's probably the trophy room. You know what? Let's go one day extra. 1 day extra. Why not? Why not? But I'll probably make a quick run. We'll see what's the what's when we continue. But yeah, I've enjoyed this. I've got a bunch of notes on it. It's the game that the next day. Ooh, do we get to wear the blue crown? Blue crown? Blueprints? Only open in the event of inheritance. Dear Baron, welcome to Mount Holly, your home. I still remember the first time I was addressed by my title. I was quite a bit older than you, but it still felt strange, especially after a lifetime of hearing my father addressed daily by the same title. But life is a journey of growth, growing up, growing older, growing wiser. In our case, growing into the Baron of Reddington. The Baron doesn't have to be a daunting figure. He could be quiet and unassuming, or loud, brash, and boisterous. He could be deceptive or trustworthy, humble or boastful, or any measure of other things, but always clever. When I inherited Mount Holly, I never had to prove myself. They just gave me the keys and left it at that. It felt too easy, too trivial, and very undeserved. Experience comes with time, but without validation. I spent the better part of my youth questioning myself. And as I grow older, that lack of conviction and aimlessness amplified. I never really had any goals or objections to strive towards. I never had any dreams to realize. I never set my sights on something beyond the horizon. I never had a room 46 to reach. And now that you have reached your goal and are basking in your well-deserved glory, shiny trophy in hand and showered with accolades and titles, will you be content to stop there? Or will you look into the horizon and wonder what dreams lie ahead? Avin Neverii, Herbert S. Sinclair. I have no clue what that means. Is that Latin? Avin Neverii. Oh, there we go. There's the chief. You've been awarded the inheritance trophy. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. For reaching room 46. Yeah, these flowers, they don't have red. Crazy. Absolute crazy. Oh yeah, we also have mail. Sleeping bags, gems, and a key. Yeah, we know. We're gonna try, I guess, just filling the rooms out. That might be a fun little thing to do. I know there's other chiefs and whatnots. The souvenir shop. Oh, snap. Oh, we gotta try that out. It's a new room after all. Room 46, the Red Prince. There's still a lot of mysteries left in this game. Enjoy your lunch. Coming soon. Holy smokes. A permanent addition to the shrine. None would dare to open it. Ah! A walk-in closet. A permanent addition to the walk-in closet. That's funny. When you reach rank 5 with Lunchbox, gain half of your dinner steps. Okay, interesting. A permanent addition to the pool? A pair of trunks is always handy for swimming. I'm a little confused at what these are doing. Unlock a dare mode? Oh my gosh. Can only be purchased after you've proven your merit as a scout by obtaining 8 trophies. Just change it to blue. Gosh, I still want to play the dirty blocks. Cursed coffers. We just read a whole story on this about a locked box that you shouldn't open it, shouldn't touch the stone. Man, I like the lunchbox, but the Mount Holly tea, it just looks nice. Be sure to bring some keys with the swimming trunks. Blue tents. Ah, okay. I think keys are important. We're gonna do keys, but yeah, we're definitely gonna try coming back and find some stuff when we have the chance. When we have the monies. Look at that, we already can get 10 gold. This is kind of nice though. Whenever I draft, I get some extra steps. Are steps necessary now? That is a question. Storeroom. I'm trying to fill out the rooms. That's the goal of this run. Just fill them out. Fill the rooms out. Commissionary. Well, everything is blocked. Commissionary is good. Gems are also nice. Okay, so the black box is not empty. The statement on the black box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. Okay, if that's true, and that's true, then the gems are in this box, which means the black box is empty. This is true, then this would be false, and that would be false. Statement on the black box. Box with a false statement contains the gems. Wait, if that's true and this is false, then that, no, yeah, it has to be the first box, because this has to be true, and then this would be false, which means the gems are in this box. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, and then we go back, and the gift shop. Oh my gosh, the mirror room. Sure, why not? Mirror room gave a lot of keys the first time. Cost a few steps as well. Oh, they're all oranges. It's okay, I guess. that's about as much as I thought would happen. Room 46. We did it. That's crazy. We're living the high life. Oh boy. This is gonna be probably a pitiful end, though. I'm not gonna get very far. Actually, yeah. Open these two. Keys. Oh gosh, yes. I love passageways. Upside down bat. Wow, I absolutely blasted this room. Okay, don't need an extra gymnasium. Coins. Okay. Successful mirror room. Now I can just open all these and I have... Okay. Okay. They want to play it that way, I see. We'll gain our 10 steps, and if we need to, we can come back and get to there, over there. We've unlocked from there all the way over there. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Now we now we can get dupes. I'm like, oh, didn't I already get the bedroom? Sure enough, I did. Let's do parlor. Let's get more gems. More gems, the merrier. This box is empty. There are 2 empty boxes, and there are 2 true boxes. Let's see. If that's true, that means one of these has to be true. Which means there are 2 empty... Well, this has to be true. We already know that's true. Means that's true, which means that's false. That box is empty. Okay, cool. Open says me. Okay. Not looking the most oh boy. Looking very not promising. Oh yeah, we have 21. We want to save my gold though. And 10 salt shaker. We want to save the gold for the gift shop. Which also, is that the last shop? Okay, it's one of the last shops. Apparently there's still another shop. The den. There we go. We can open that. I'd like this to be like the breaker box or something. Conservatory is not bad. Just 3 of the floor plans. Yep. That is great. Let's make that rare. Barely want to see that. Laboratory, terrible. Old, yeah. It's interesting. East wing is unusual. I'm gonna make it commonplace. Moldier, I think, is fine for standard. I like hallways a lot. Hallways are nice to me. Okay. Secret passage. Let's just get our free item. Battery pack. Okay. Garage. It's not gonna help me too much to fill out my room. Still don't know what all the safe things are, so that's that's a plus. That's something I'll have to figure out eventually. But again, I'll probably be doing stuff on my own time, so... Ah, shoot. Let's do that. So this is... I guess this should be stated that this will probably be the last stream of Blueprints. It's been good though. It's been good. I've been enjoying it. I already have some ideas for the next streams to do, but I also need to get back into recording and editing because I haven't done that in quite some time. There are chests have been added to the entry hall. Apples are extra delicious. Sadly, we only know about oranges. Guess I don't know if that's a sad thing. Huh. Kind of like the idea of the security. Okay. So, the key card system basically doomed me. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set security to light, and we'll change them to unlocked. Yeah, it's been great. It's hard to play the game and keep trying to think of what I liked about the other stuff. The other information. Yeah, all the people should be coming back to the mansion, right? Or did we just like, we don't want them here? Could you imagine? Wow, when you draft a hallway from another hallway, when I find trash or when I eat an apple. Apples are extra delicious. Does that mean I'm gonna find more apples? Otherwise I need to find a shovel. That's a tough one. Draft a hallway from another hallway. Let's say apples. Okay. I'm blocked that way. Okay. We can grab our oranges. I think. Oh no, that's blocked. There we go. Oranges are great. Okay. We can take that. Go northbound. Yep. Spare room. Ooh. Nook, maybe? Get some more keys. The more keys, the merrier, it seems. Okay. Kitchen. We've got 20 gold. The den is a pretty snazzy place. Sadly, I've now used both of my dens. Okay. We only have 8 keys. Only. We have exactly 2 shops. So the bunk room is a good idea. But it kind of blasts me. 40. Kind of want to do this. Let's go corridor. Let's try finding a passageway. I was hoping to go right, and we are not. Well, this is getting sketchier by the moment. Because we can go right, or we can go north again and try going right. Try going north again. This one for sure will take me right. It'll be like the passageway. The hallway. Takes me straight and right. Oh my gosh, make me use all my keys. Locksmith. Oh my. Instantly trying to block me again. I should have done the hallway to hallway. Almost did that twice now. Okay. East hallway is definitely the way to go. Oh, we've gone so many letters already. But nope, I went apples. Silly me going apples. Oof. Trying to block me once again. It's not looking promising, guys. Definitely. Just need... Oh, that blocks it. That blocks it. Absolutely squandered. Oh, man. Gosh darn it. Maybe I should have went and tried finding some dice, but oh well. Not getting it. Prism key. But we can keep going, I guess. Keep going this way. Library, and then blocked. Observatory. Don't really want to block my library chances because the books. Wait, what is that? Everything is on sale? Does that mean the gift shop is on sale? Wouldn't that be something crazy? Gift shop on sale? Offer valid. Yeah, not the gift shop. Bookshop, though. Bookshop is technically on sale? Not that there needs to be a technicality on it. What do I have? I have a prison key. And I'm in a hallway? Let's do this. Spend some steps to walk over here. If this door's locked, I'll use the prism key on it. This is the hallway. Whoa. The Great Hall is kind of what I was thinking. That's a lot of locked doors, though. What do I need? I don't really need to get to the antechamber. But this would be the way to get to it. Okay, let's do that. Actually have a lot of keys. Well, we instantly found the right side antechamber door. Oh, I can skip. Wow. Ooh, and a key. Seems bittersweet. Seems bittersweet. Doing one day plus. Hey. And it was unlocked. Sweet. The pool. Seems like a better decision. I don't think I've ever entered this way. Seems like all the doors are locked. Goodness. Craziness. The vault! Holy smokes. We're definitely doing the vault. Oh my gosh, look at all this. Oh, and it's got the date on here. Man. What's that? Banknote? Saturday, November 28th. Almost an exact month. The Anubis statue? There is a lot of keys. Nothing too exciting though. Just a lot of gold, which is still pretty snazzy. Also, I blocked the right or the left entrance of the antechamber. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now if I find like the bunker, we would be absolutely goated. Huh. How many green rooms do we only have the one. So that, oh, I can't even do that one. Breaker box, would that help me? I don't think so. I don't think the breaker box is gonna help me. The bedroom just gives me free entryway. Oh yeah, we have the sleeping mask. Extra steps. Oh my gosh. Basically used all my keys. 4 gold. That's basically all we're needing. Buy from the gift shop. Okay, cool. Free walkway on the way back. Look at this disaster. I say we go up here and then come back down, because the goal is to do the gift shop. Souvenirs for sale. Yeah. That'll be the plan. Missed that. Plus, if we get a vault key, we can see what's in the vault. Do I want to use my keys? I think I have to use the keys anyways. I'm feeling lucky on this door. Wow. It's like the worst door. Okay, what about door number 2? Wasted door, or wasted key. 3 gems, which is nice. But had to use all 3 of my keys, so that wasn't nice. Plus, if this takes a key as well. Ah, would you look at that? Would you have looked at that? Foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Guess we'll buy it. Now that we've used all of that. Yeah, that's a bit of a tragedy. Old wine cellar, I guess. I have a lot less care when we're when we're already stuck, because we blocked off that way. I'm wondering, is this oh, look at that. It's unlocked now. Huh. Kind of goofed it a bit here. We'll come back down this way. Wow, where? Oof. A lot of steps to go do. Man, if we did the letter for the hallway to hallway, we'd be absolutely loaded with letters. Letters would be coming up the wazoo, man. Up the wazoo. Oops. Down first. Chamber of Mirrors? Chamber of Mirrors. Assuming I can get all the way over here. Let's see, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we've got plenty of steps. How much does this stuff cost? Is it half priced? It's not half priced. Swim trunks. So right now, man, the dare mode. If I double it, I'll have enough for the dare mode. The swim bird. Cursed coffers would be interesting. Would I dare to open it? Find out. We'll find out. I had to open the piggy. Yeah, I forgot about those as well. We're not gonna open those though. These are half off, but probably not worth it. Oh, Sledgehammer opens 2 for free. Do we pay 9 to try getting? I say we do this. Let's Sledgehammer, because I feel like that'll be good for the padlocks at the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we shouldn't have to worry about. Shouldn't have to be worried about them too much. There we go. Okay, this is good. We already got it paid off, the sledgehammer. Oh. That's a good idea. Okay, another gem. Another gem. Right, we only have 2 shops. Yeah. Oh, shoot, and we got this. Ooh. 74. Okay. Still don't know what I need to do for that. And we can re-roll this room. We specifically went in here not to lose coins. Do we use the silver? Yeah, you know what? Let's use it. Let's use it. What do we got? Courtyard. It's a hallway and a green room. And we know hallways are always unlocked. The locker room would be interesting, but I'm not going to do that. Hey, look at you. We found ourselves a shovel. Now, if we get an apple, happiness will ensue. I don't know if you can actually dig up an apple. No. Okay, which way do we want to go? Probably just northward. Northbound once again. More money. Or we can go forward. Let's do that. Coin. One single coin. Pebbles. We're hoping for the bunk room, but we're not really seeing it. Reroll. Bunk room. Storeroom. Sure. Get ourselves another key. Okay. And we go to the courtyard. Oh, not the showroom. Don't need to be scammed. Reroll. Northwards with the laboratory. Don't foresee any coinage in here. Just Bunsen burners. Archives. Pantry. Keys spread out through the house. They're not horrible. And then we can try re-rolling for the bunk room on the last. This last room, and we have to use a key. Is called the locker room after all. No, if I'm looking for one specific room. Doesn't look like we're getting that. That's just gonna lead me to the pool. The secret passage. So, courtyard. I guess. Wow. Metal detector, a trunk. A good find. Secret garden key. A little unfortunate. Would have rather had some coinage, but hey, 2 coins. Some pebbles. Open for like one more coin, one more key. We can open up a few of the locker rooms. I think that was everything in here. 1, 2, 3. Yep. No, I haven't done this side. So let's try it. Yes! We found an apple. We got an extra letter. That's crazy. And an orange. That's a little more disappointing. We'll find more keys throughout, but we're gonna go to the gift shop because we don't have any more spots to go to. So the gift shop is where we want to go. Not that way. Not the chapel. We've got a few things here. Do anything with any of those? I really don't know what goes with the battery pack. I can do battery pack and something else. Whatever the third item is, it's only tragedy. I normally do this. May as well assemble it. Beep, beep, beep. Find greater treasure. We could, I guess, go to the foundation. Try digging up some coins there. There are dig spots in here. Truly was a nail. You okay? I did these already, right? Yep. You okay? Wait, I was wondering if I could buy. Ah, it's already owned, so it's like, nope, can't buy it now. So that means I wasn't going to find me another shovel. I was stuck with what I had. Okay, 87 coins. That is pretty snazzy. May as well see what we can buy. I think we can buy the lot. That's under 110 and not a mystery. Let's see, because that's 78? Yeah, that's 78. Let's buy it. Already considering that, but swim trunks, lunchbox. Buy that. Buy that. Sweet. Okay. Now the question is, do we want the gift shop to be here again? Blessing of the Monk will put stuff in the pool for the next day. Like the vault. Have the opportunity to drop it from the grounds. Oh. Oh. I see what happened. So I ended the day and I was able to draft it from the shrine. Ah. Interesting. Would I want the vault? Huh. Vault would be an interesting one to have. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna go do that. Is there a key or something? Like, sure enough, there is. Second key as well. Goodness. 2 keys in the room. May as well dig. May as well. Might find a fruit. Plus we're gonna be back up that way. So now there's some more coinage. Are we close to the locker room? We're not, so it's not gonna be worth it. We're going to the vault. Like we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, That's blocked. Okay, never mind. We're not even gonna... Not even going to amuse the thought. Yeah, and then it's just a straight shot this way. Okay, to the pool and to the vault, because we want to end the day here. Sweet. Okay, call it a day. There we go. I think a successful day. Another successful day at the Blueprints Garden Chateau. 4 green rooms. We probably explored 1, maybe 2. Yeah, 2 new rooms because we hadn't done the vault before. But that is truly going to be it for me. We have done Blueprints. We have played. We've got to the 46th room. Got the first achievement. If you haven't played this game before, highly recommend it. I think it's on the Steam Summer Sale. Steam Summer Sale's happening now, so recommend it. Yeah. Next time, what's happening? What's coming up? Today's Sunday, so we're heading into July. I doubt I'll have... Yeah, I don't have any podcasts for you, the group channel, so... Nothing really gonna be there. I'm hoping to get some more stuff recorded this coming week, but you probably won't see anything from me in this coming week. So I'd probably, let's see, what would be next week? Yeah, I'll probably stream again July 10th or 11th. Well, probably July 10th, if I had to guess. But that would be with the new game. That's right. I've been wanting to play Tunic, and I hear that is a very interesting game to play, blind as well. So I'm gonna go forth with that and do a Steam stream of Tunic. So that'll be my next streaming venture. Otherwise, hopefully I'll get some. I'll probably do some YouTube shorts. I've got some editing to do, so. I need to record and get back into Oracle of Ages. It's been ages since I've played. Probably the last, 2 months ever since I started Blueprints. No, I finished Blueprints, or quote-unquote finished, but I got to the first ending of Blueprints, and I haven't recorded since. So maybe that is what I'll be doing this week. So nothing too crazy on my end. Might see some YouTube shorts from me if you're looking at my channel. But thank you all for watching. I don't think I have anything more to say other than I really enjoyed the game. Come back in like 2 weeks, a week and a half to witness a new game of Tunic. Yeah. Oh, I gotta hit my outro stream. Oh my goodness, I always forget how highly produced my streams are. And I always have so many outros. So, without further ado, thank you all for watching, and until next time, goodbye!